What's up, Wes?
What's up, partner?
Welcome to the Real Fisherman Show, everybody. We got a pretty good show in store for you. We're going to talk. What are we going to talk about, Wes? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about 24 foot, or I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me hold on.
No worries.
I'll talk about it. All right, go ahead.
We're going to talk about a 28. What is it? A 218 LS, Wes?
21 LS.
21 LS. Pete's been crappie fishing. Pete's been saltwater fishing. And we're going to talk about what the fish are doing. And we'll probably hit on a little forward-facing sonar and just, who knows, bucket list. I think I named the show Bucket List. I know what my bucket list is. We're going to have to find out what Wes's freshwater bucket list is and what, hopefully, Pete comes on and lets us know what his bucket list freshwater fish is.
Well, I got my bucket list freshwater fish 5 years ago.
All right. Well, I don't know if we should start. You want to start the show out with the juicy stuff? You want to hold on to it for a few minutes?
It don't matter.
We'll hold on to it.
That's one I mean, when I was going up to Middle Tennessee, we're going up there chasing big fish and Judy this and Judy that. And that last year I went up there, I made 2 trips and caught 1 40-pound fish. I said, to hell with this. I'm not but 3.5 hours from the beach. I can go saltwater fish.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of went into saltwater, and I got lucky. My big thing, I always wanted to catch a wahoo. Caught, I think I wound up with 7 or 8 wahoo that year. Some blackfin tuna. During snapper season, we got some big red snapper, bunch of beeliners, amberjacks. I mean, I don't know.
Tennessee has it made, don't they?
Really, from what I'm hearing, middle East Tennessee this year, and especially last year, Daryl Barney's give up on it. He's went home and stayed. He said, "Wes, there's no fish up there."
Well, the thing is, though, is everybody, Daryl Barney, I mean, even the guides that we know, the guys that are guides up there, Anthony, and excluding Todd Asher, those guys are hitting community holes. All of them are. And that's not, it's not out of the ordinary for all the community holes to shut off and the guys can't find fish. The locals that are there, the rivers, I mean, these guys get out, they wade, they kayak, they get in place. There's so many places to fish in Tennessee and so many different species. I mean, you can catch like state record warmouth. You can catch warmouth, smallmouth bass, like all their species. You can catch trophies, and like basically every species there is, you can catch a trophy of it in Tennessee.
What was it? Wasn't it a world record? Black crappie, a black gentleman caught last year, year before last in Tennessee. Black kid fishing on the bank.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I think that fish was like almost 6 pounds.
That's crazy. Could you imagine a 6-pound crappie?
Let me see here. Hold on. Let's see.
A 6-pound crappie would be like 4 inches thick. It would be like it would look unreal. I've never seen a 4-pound crappie, but I know if I ever do see
here we go. I'm sorry.
It won't look real.
It's a February 2024. The world record black crappie is 5 pounds, 7 ounces. Caught by Lionel Ferguson in Loudoun County, Tennessee. Ferguson used a 1/8 ounce jig head on a triple threat grub in John Deere green and slowly retrieved his cast across a body of water. He hooked the fish near the pond's edge during a storm.
So it was in a pond.
That's what it, a pond.
Yeah,
but
that is crazy.
Black crappie.
That had to be a big pond for a crappie to get that big in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
There it is. Let's see if you don't know how good you can see it through here, but
wow, look at that monster. You can fit a tennis ball in its mouth.
I know, boy, that'd make about like 6 sandwiches.
A lot of people catch those big crappie, not that big, but the big, like pound, 2-pound crappie. Yep.
Look at that jar.
I see that. That's awesome. A lot of people will be catching them big ass crappie in the springtime. That's when they'll be up on them brush piles spawning. And usually people don't know how to catch them when they're not spawning. I mean, you got guys that go up to certain areas and they'll long line, basically just free lining like a jig head with a curly tail grub or tipped with a minnow or something. There's guys that go trolling for crappie. They'll catch an occasional big one, but I've always said I think that these bigger crappie, they come in and spawn on these brush piles, and then they will actually go. They're like striper or any other pelagic fish. They go out there and they're chasing bait just like all the other big pelagics.
Yeah.
I think they're out there keying in on bait. They're not orienting to staying on structure. Like they're not like we always thought. I guarantee you that's the case. And I think with excuse me, I think with forward facing sonar, I think a lot of these people are going to start finding that out. They're going to start catching these free roaming crappie out there that are migrating and feeding on pelagic bait fish like blueback herring. They're out there in the main channel, like roaming, not on brush.
Well, I talked to a guy the other day, and there's some people on here may know him or may not, named Wade Burdett. I don't know if you know Wade or not. He's a big crappie fisherman.
Come on, Wes, you know I know Wade. Yes, I know Wade. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he said, since I've got live scope now, he said I'll go out and pick. He said I go out and pick single fish up. He said instead of getting on, even a brush pile now, he said I just go out and pick them off one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
If I watch the live scope and I see a fish, throw on him and catch him.
Wade is he made the biggest crappie group on Facebook. It's the biggest crappie group on Facebook. Wade started it. It's called what's it called, Wes? Crappie everything?
Yeah, something like that. And Wade's a good guy. He'll help you. He'll tell you anything. He's not like, this big. I'm not telling you this spot. I'm not telling you that spot. I'm not going to tell you how to do nothing. And he makes some hellacious crappie jigs.
Wade's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Wade's in the chain gang.
Yeah. Oh, now he can talk shit, but he can take it too.
He's good. He's good. Wade's so cool, dude. Yeah. He knows how to talk junk. He knows how to do it and not go too far. Like a lot of people, they just don't have that. They can't. They either go too far or they just don't go far enough. Like he's got that perfect. He knows exactly how to straddle that fence.
Yeah, Scott Perry does too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think Scott probably does better than anybody.
Scott, I mean, a lot of people, if they try to make you mad and they say they can't make you mad, then they want to bring your family into it. And, and that's childish shit. I mean,
I agree.
But anyway.
Yeah, you got to be developed in order to be in the chain gang. And if you want to participate,
And I'm not developed. I just don't understand the concept of trying to piss your friends off or just.
It's grown men. Yeah, it's grown men that
trying to flame or make.
It's like they want to stay. The whole group's premise is you have to get in that mindset when you go in there. It's like if you ever played any sports, I played football, and the locker room was absolutely insane. I mean, you got guys. This one dude got hit so hard he broke like a vertebrae in his neck, and he was in the locker room. You could tell he was in pain. And this guy came by and like grabbed his head and was like humping him. That's what high school kids do. They grovel and they pick and they give each other a hard time. Kind of like the military. You see those guys, they kind of like they pick on each other and they talk shit, but they'll go to war for each other,
Yeah.
It's just like locker room, barber shop. It's almost like it's fake. It's like satire. Like you have to go into fantasy land to go in there and talk shit, and it's tough.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand. If I like somebody and I'm friends with them, why do I want to go to an extreme to try to piss them off and see if I can make them mad or
oh man, the stuff that they say. I don't get it.
I'm sorry, I just don't get it.
It's so vulgar and it's so just disgusting.
And then you start talking about my family or my wife or something, like that. Then it makes them, then when you're ready to shoot a motherfucker, then all of a sudden they were just kidding. It's all a game. So I don't look at it like that. So that's why I'm not on that page.
I agree. But what's weird is I've made some of my best friends I've met in there. Hell, I think I met you in there.
No, I met you just regular fishing. You made a comment one time about something I put on Facebook, and then I told you I wanted to shoot you. And somehow or another, we wound up being friends.
No. You got it all wrong. That was over me editing a video. You and Jeff Peel kept asking me, "Hey man, hey, how's that video coming?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hey bud, how you doing on that video?" And finally, I was like, "I'll let you know when I'm done," or something like that. And you was like, "Hey, you ain't got to get no attitude." And then it just
well, I was like, "Fuck, you told me to do all this." So I went through all this fucking trouble making these videos and getting all this stuff and sending it to you. And then like 3 months fucking later,
I got all of it. It sucks. It's not enough to make a video.
Y'all
want me to make a video? I'll tell you what.
I bet I had over an hour videoing on my phone.
Maybe nowhere close to an hour all total.
Shit, I did too.
I tell you what I'll do, Wes.
Todd Asher even asked me, Todd said, "Are you going to put that fucking phone down or are you going to fish?"
If you want me to, I will take all of that footage because I still have all of it. It's on an SSD.
Well, you told me it was corrupted. You couldn't use it.
No,
that was the excuse you gave me last time.
Well, I thought that's what had happened. I didn't lie to you. I genuinely thought that's what had happened. But I got on there not long ago and I found all of it and it's all there. And I started putting it together. And it's just, you can't, there's nothing you can make out of it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put all of it together. Okay. All whatever. I think it's probably a total of maybe 15 minutes total.
You crazy in hell.
Everything. Yeah.
You crazy in hell.
It's a bunch of little 15 second, 17 second. There's one, I think the longest one is maybe 40 something, or maybe a little over a minute, maybe a minute. That's the longest video that you sent me. That was the longest one. There's maybe a couple that are like 30 something seconds, 40 something seconds, 17 seconds. I'll just put them all together. Well, I met Jeff Peel. He's the one that gave me the SD card. He's the one that gave me all the footage. That was all of it.
Now I'm talking about what I sent you on my phone. I don't know about Jeff, what he did in an SD card.
Yeah.
I emailed you a bunch of stuff. It took me like a week to figure that shit out. And then you said, "Oh, what I sent you, the file was corrupted."
I think what I got is what Jeff Peel gave me.
Yeah, maybe I sent you over.
Maybe you need to
shit over an hour.
Maybe you need to. Can you send it again? Do you still got it?
Oh man, there ain't no telling where that video is. I done had 3 phones since then.
Okay,
but yeah, you said that it was corrupted. The file was corrupted.
Well, if I said it was corrupted, then it was corrupted. I don't remember it being corrupted. My memory is, what they say.
All the great videos you've made for me, I'll just let that one slide.
Well, there was one more that you let slide.
Which one?
And I still got all that footage too.
Which one's that?
We went fishing, hybrid fishing. I made that little. I had enough to make that
other boat and that other John boat.
I made a cool little. I don't know how long it was. Maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I made a cool little you coming under the bridge with the music.
Yeah.
But you was like, "Hey, when's the video?" And I'm like, "Well, I thought I had enough to make a video, but I really didn't. I couldn't make a video with what I had. Now I do got a lot of footage, but as far as making a video, like that little 20-second video I made that's about all I could do with it. But if you just want all the raw footage, like if you just want to share the raw footage, I don't see why you would. I mean, I can send it to you.
No, that's good. So what's up with Pete? You say I thought he went offshore the other day.
He said he was going to try to. I don't think Pete's going to make it. I think that we're going to have to go back to Tuesday for Pete. I think Pete's pretty busy on like Thursdays. I don't know if he's got going on, but I think it's getting close to the weekend. I think Pete might be mingling a little bit or something on Thursday evenings. So I think we're going to have to go back to Tuesday.
All right.
He's mingling with the flight attendants.
Dang.
So, I mean, that's just my guess. I mean, we know he's held over. He could totally be on here right now. I'm sure he's got a laptop, something. He could get on his phone. But if he's laid over, what does that mean? He's laid over with what? The captain, the first officer, anybody that was riding jump seat. Like, they're at the hotel bar. They're hanging out. They're not thinking about being on a fishing show right now.
Yeah.
All right, Wes. You said your bucket list was the big Tennessee striper, right? Freshwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what my bucket list is?
What's that?
You'd never be able to guess it.
For freshwater?
Yes.
A world record brim.
No. I'm not that guy.
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
An alligator gar?
Boom! You hit it, dude. That's it.
You know,
Hey, you nailed it.
People talk about gars. Gar is a crazy fighting fish. I mean, when you hook a gar and you get a hook set in, they're held to catch. I mean, they're fun to catch.
I've never caught an alligator gar.
Oh, really?
I've caught a ton of needle nose gar. That's what we have around here. We don't have any alligator gar around here.
Now, didn't Shane Reel go? Didn't he catch an alligator gar?
Him and
Hovis?
Chris Hovis. They went out to Texas and went and got a guide and went. Oh my God, that's what I want to do. I want to take my kayak and I want to go out there and I want to catch 150-pound, 200-pound alligator gar. Bucket list,
wait a minute. Chris Hovis? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me Chris Hovis? Chris Hovis, we know, leaky bait tank Hovis.
Yes.
Hired a guide.
Hired a guide. Oh, they do that all the time. Him and Shane just got a guide in Tennessee just maybe a month ago.
Oh, Anthony Johnson. Yeah.
No. They didn't go with Anthony Johnson. It was another.
They went with Anthony Johnson a couple of weeks ago.
Well, they grew up with They know Anthony. So yeah, they're going to go with Anthony from time to time. I'm talking about they got a guide that we don't know. Like they got a fishing guide.
Oh. Mm-hmm. And Chris Ho was the one been talking shit all them years about hiring guides and Todd after this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's the way he looks at it is he's got a portfolio. He's got a portfolio of giant fish, trophy fish that he's caught, on his own.
Chris Ho's portfolio consists of the fucking caney port.
Yes, it does. But hey, whatever. Wherever you catch them,
Take Ho's off the caney and he's fucked up. He ain't never caught a 30-pound fish nowhere in his life but the caney.
I'll tell you this. He lives local. He lives where I live. And he went out to road hiss. I don't know if it was last year, maybe the year before last. And it was like the first time he'd been on road hiss in years. And he took Dory out there. I don't know if they were, I think they were married. They might've just been dating. No, they were married. Because it was only a couple of years ago, and they caught a big striper on road hiss, like a bigger striper than I've ever caught on road hiss. I fished road hiss 100 times. I ain't never even come close to half the size of. They caught like a 30-pound striper on Lake Road Hiss. So I mean, the dude can fish. I mean, anybody that catches a 30,
it's a hard time.
If you can catch a 30 on road hiss, pulling bait, and you're not way upriver in prime springtime. If you can catch a 30 any other time on down the lake, you got my respect.
Yeah.
I got the mail sold.
That's me. Okay. I don't know why I come up under that.
You logged in the Real Fisherman.
No, I just logged in on to the show that from the invite you sent me.
Well, for some reason it's it's got you. You're me. You was responding to a YouTube comment. That's a YouTube comment.
Oh, okay. James Long, I've got the mail sold, buddy. But
hey, we got 14 on here. Yeah. For some reason, I lost access to some of our pages, so I didn't think we'd get that many people on here. But hell, we got 14, and that's just off of my page. That's the only page running. Like it says that Wes's page is running, but it's not on your page, is it, Wes?
I'm showing it on there, but that's.
Oh, are you showing it on there?
I'm showing it on there, but I don't think nobody can see it.
Huh?
I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, we're going. I'll tell you why, because I need to get off my lazy behind through the week and contact StreamYard and find out what's going on with all this.
Let me comment from my page and see if it'll come up. Let's see. I just commented hello.
I'm not seeing it.
I ain't either. So that's what I don't even know if anybody can see it on my page. Hey, baby, your son wants in.
What you gonna have you taken your boat out lately?
Yeah, I took it last week to Hartwell.
Wes got a new boat, guys. I got a picture of it. Let me show you a picture right quick. Go ahead and tell us about your Hartwell trip, Wes.
Ain't a lot to tell. We fished 6 hours and caught 3 spots.
What was the water temp? You remember? Let me get.
72.
I was going to say 74. Yeah, I was right there.
Yeah, I was going to say 72 and 74 degrees, depending on where you was.
Let's see. What was I going to do?
But yeah, I like it. I mean, I was looking at the hole the other day. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it, but on the LS, okay, can you see that V in the middle, like where it comes up on the roller?
Yeah, it's kind of like a DLV, kind of.
Yeah, but if you look to the right of that, you see that other little V before it slopes up the side?
Yes.
It's like that all the way back. It's kind of almost like a catamaran.
Now, oh man, now let's dive into this. So is the DLVs, they're not like that, are they?
No, not at all. And everybody was talking, and I had a bunch of people message me, I need to change the roller. I need to change the roller.
No, you don't. See, they're assuming you got a DLV hole. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's totally different.
I noticed that when I looked at it, I was like, that's not the roller that they're thinking of. It's
not.
Yeah. Alan's roller, he's got the big giant orange
and they fold
wheels.
over.
And, oh my God, it's terrible. It is so terrible. He done tore the lip of his gunnel, his deck up there. You know how it overlays over the hole up there at the front of the bow.
Yeah,
he done like cracked the crap out of that. He's already had to put bracing on it. Like, that is such a terrible design. Why do they do that with these? Why do they match these trailers with that roller with those boats? That's absolutely terrible.
Yours is good. Looks like they just make a bar.
Yeah, like a V, like just a big, like fat V. Yeah, and they do make one, but you have to buy it aftermarket and put it on there. That's Carolina Skiff. What are you guys doing? Jeez, y'all let that go on for way too long. That went on for years.
But yeah, I love the roller. The boat loads easy. That's actually, believe you can't see it in the picture, but those are 15-inch tires, 6 lug. That's a 5,000-pound axle.
5,000-pound axle. I got a 7,000-pound axle on mine.
So I may not. I don't see no reason to put dual axle.
Ain't nothing, man. Don't listen to it. I've had a single axle trailer for 15 years, and I've always dreamed of having a tandem. But after having buddies and being around people with tandems, there's the only advantage is if you have a flat, or if you spin a bearing, those two things.
Now, JR, look at the head of the depth of the trolling motor. You see it?
Yes.
Look right past it. What do you see?
I see something dark. Is it protruding over the gunnel? You got the ram mount like you do on the offshore.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Yeah, because that boat's going to be slapping.
Yeah, it's still a skiff.
Motor doing this.
Yeah, it's still a skiff, but it's the hole's kind of like it's got a touch of a catamaran hole to it. I kind of like.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not a catamaran. Stop saying that first of all.
No, I mean it's got.
I'm about to describe it to a T to you. There was a guy named Richard Cole back in the late 60s, early 70s. He designed a hull, and it was called the hang on, let me think of it. He had a patent on it, and it was made by it was called an air slot hull. Air slot. And he had a patent on it, and Wellcraft made the Wellcraft air slot, and they only made it for about 3 or 4 years. And it got to be where it was too expensive for them to make it, so they scrapped it. But the engineering on that hull is it's called an air slot. Richard Cole, and Richard Cole also designed. I think he was like involved with some IndyCar racing, F1 racing, and he designed like a bunch of their like IndyCar. Like he might have designed the IndyCar design, or whatever, how the IndyCar is. But anyways, he designed this hull called the air slot for Wellcraft, and it was only made for like 3 years, 3 or maybe 4 years, and they discontinued it because it was too expensive. But what it is it's not a tri-hull. It's 3 individual V hulls. Yeah. And it looks like that's basically, it's almost like a Scout. You remember the Scout 172s? They had the 3 individual V hulls. I love them. I love that design. That's a badass boat. The new Carolina Skiff is a sleeper. That LS model is a sleeper boat. That's years from now, it's going to be a sought after boat, in my opinion.
And when you make a turn, you know, like the JLV, the JLVs and the JLXs, they're like true flat bottom. You got to have a football field to turn it around in. You can turn that boat
the DLXs. The DLXs, yeah. I guarantee you, with those 3 independent V hulls, I bet that thing turns like it's on rails. That's not a Carolina. That's not your conventional Carolina skiff. That's not a DLV. That's way better than a DLV hull design. From what I can see.
Cap, you know, it's not just have like the single sides. It's got a cap on it.
It's right. Shoebox. It's a shoebox. Yeah. See, that's a lot nicer boat. That's not a it's almost like it's, you know how Carolina Skiff's always been like a utility. They've been primarily known for their utility boats, you know, and that's why people get Carolina Skiffs. Single wall, not a shoebox mold, just a single wall, giant flat bottom, you know, all the room in the world, you know, rides rough as crap. Just that's what industrial commercial boats. That's what they kind of built the reputation on. And then striper fishermen took to them because of all of that room. Like striper fishing, when you're pulling like 4 boards on each side, free lines, down rods, balloons, whatever, you're doing all this jazz. You got to have that room, and it's priceless. So the Carolina Skiffs just blew up, and I think striper fishing was probably a majority of the reason of Carolina Skiff's success. Because, I mean, my God, what other freshwater striper boat is more popular than a Carolina Skiff? Can you name one?
They say it's one of the most sold boats in the United States right now, Carolina Skiff. I couldn't believe it when they told me that. But
now they came out with a friend of mine bought one back in 2017. It was called a Carolina Skiff Elite, and it was a double wall. So it was a shoebox like that. But I guess, I don't know. I'm digging the, and I like that you got a 21 foot. I think that you sacrifice so much performance if you go any bigger than that. I mean, I think I would prefer that, like a 19 footer, but that 21 footer, I'm glad you went with that. I don't mind sacrificing a little bit of room because, my gosh, you got so much, you got more room than you need now. I would rather sacrifice a little room for that performance, because that boat right there, that 21 foot boat with that 150 on it, dude,
they'll run about 42.
Dude, that's a little sport. That's a sports car, dude. That's like a Dodge Charger on the water. Seriously. I mean, it's not as nimble as like a Mustang or a little compact performance car, but it's like a Dodge Charger. Like, it's still nimble, but it's still big. It's still, you got all that room. It's perfect.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's absolutely perfect. That's what I like about you, Wes, is you get, when you buy things, you buy good stuff, you know, and I think that's why you're able to, everybody jokes about you like buying and selling. You'll buy something, keep it for a little while, sell it. But what's cool is most people can't do that. Most people will buy something and it won't have a high resale value because it'll be something that they got a deal on. You know, a lot of people don't want it. Like, you buy stuff that people want. That right there, people are going to want that. You're going to have no problem reselling that. You got a knack for that.
Well, I appreciate it. That motor, what year is that motor? 22 or 23?
Which one? This one?
The new boat.
The new one?
23.
I don't know. Let me look.
I think it's a 23, Gerald. But anyway, the motor's it just had 20 hours on it. They just did a 20-hour service the day before because I told them I was coming to pick it up, and I was pretty much going to buy it, you know, if I just want to look at it. So the motor's just got done, so it's ready for 100 hours of use right now. It had a Lowrance 9 Live in the dash, and I just put, you don't know if you can see it in the picture. Of course, I put me a Garmin 106 SV on there, the 10-inch Garmin.
Oh, nice.
And it already had the 36-volt trolling motor, and it's got
wow, really?
Oh, yeah, trolling motor's already on it.
36
Jack,
volt. Is that is that 3 batteries or is that a
yeah, it's 36
lithium?
volt. It's 36 volt. Yeah, it's got 3 Deca batteries in it. But
Deca? Okay.
those are very expensive batteries, so I'm gonna use them. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna use those. And plus,
Absolutely.
it's a little bit more weight in the front, which actually helps it ride a little bit better. So,
Oh my God, we got to make a video, bro. Hey,
and
listen.
then I'm going fishing Saturday and Sunday. I'm not gonna say on here where I'm gonna fish Sunday because they are catching fish there.
What are you
I mean,
what are you going
I-
for? Hybrids?
No, it's big striper. And I
What?
listen, well, I don't know. I'll go ahead and tell you, I love Clark's Hill. Clark's Hill is a big lake. I know a lot of big fish is being caught on there right now. So, and I'll even go as far to tell you this is Georgia Little River, but it's only 17 miles long. So people, you know where I'm talking about, go fish it. But I know where big fish are being caught. So I might try to hit it Saturday or Sunday if you want to come down and fish.
Man, I tell you what.
And we're staying at the campground, so I'll cook you a steak too.
Oh really? You staying
Yeah.
at the campground?
Yeah, the camper
Oh my
stays at the
God,
campground.
dude, I'm coming.
Come on.
Listen, I mean, I got a buzz right now, and I might not actually be coming, but I really I really want to come.
I'm coming, but I got a buzz right now. I might not actually come.
Hey, I'm just being honest. But yeah, let me what's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'll shoot. There's a good chance I might be coming to see you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you can stay at the camper with us when I got room for you. You can let the couch out.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe stay, like do a little turn and burn. Probably,
Whatever
go down there, do a little fishing, go eat a steak, crash, get up, take it to the house.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Heck yeah. What are you doing camping on Clark's Hill?
Well, I got my camper at Hartwell.
What has developed here? When did you do this?
I brought the camper home. 2 months ago. No, 3 months ago, probably.
You got the camper at Hartwell?
Yeah, it's down there at KOA Campground.
Is that on the lake?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I thought you knew that.
No. Dude, I like the beach, but I like that better than the beach, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just
look at the text I just sent you.
I'm just a river rat, dude.
Yeah, and I like my rivers.
I'm just old freaking clay bank, old white trash river rat. That's all. That's really all I am down when you get down to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I figured that.
Yeah.
That's the thing right now. That's what everybody's wanting to do. That's what I'm wanting to do. Me and Spivey I got to get with Spivey because we have the same exact plans.
Yeah.
This weekend. We didn't do it last weekend because of the tornadoes. But this weekend, we're probably going to do it. I mean, heck, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I was gonna say maybe I could talk him into coming down there with me, but dude, Spivey's he can't stay away from his family. He gets in his feelings and like he can't stay. He can't do that.
Tell him to bring his boat down here. Clark's Hill's a big lake, but he can follow me.
He might. I would love for him to. That would be awesome if he would. I mean, I'll mention it to him. I mean, it's pretty short notice. He's probably not going to do it, but I will definitely mention it to him. Might be something he does next year.
3-pounders.
Yeah. It's this is tailray striper season for me because this is when the big trophy catfish are on spawn. So if I'm going
I'm going to take you so far back in Georgia Little River on Clark's Hill, you're going to think you're in fucking Tennessee.
Yeah. See, that's really my favorite. I mean, Scott, every time I think about God, but I love it. Scott Perry wants to, and Pete Malik, guys, a lot of guys, they want to talk shit about the spring upriver tail races, and that late spring, early summer tail race, dam, all they, people want to talk shit about it. I am sorry. I love it. I love doing that. Yeah. What do these guys want? What's going to make them happy?
We're gonna go where we're gonna go where Little River feeds into Georgia. You got a Georgia Little River, South Carolina Little River on Clarks Hill. We're gonna be in the Georgia one. You won't get a phone. You won't get a signal down there. If we put in Holiday Park,
I can do the same thing right here on my river.
But y'all ain't get you can set all y'all's lakes in Clark Hill 3 times.
Well, Clark Hill's 78,000 acres.
Clark Hill is the largest impoundment east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, but it's awful small where you going though.
Oh yeah, it's real small where I'm going.
Exactly. Yes, it's about the same as here.
Yes, sir. It's a river channel where I'm going.
Well,
I can get up in there now. My boat will draft in 6 inches of water.
Absolutely. See, that's the thing.
Insane.
That's the thing is you get a lot of guys that get a Carolina skiff and they want to treat them like they are a fucking Sea Ray. I'm like, dude, this is a utility fishing boat. It's okay to damage the hull. You can fix it. You can fix it. There's fiberglass kits. It's cheaper to fix a dent in a fiberglass hull than it is a aluminum hull. If you priced aluminum welding, dude, if you put a nickel size hole in an aluminum boat and you take it to get it repaired.
Hey, JR, go ahead, buddy. I'm gonna smoke right quick.
Okay. They're gonna charge you, if you got a nickel size hole in an aluminum hull, they're gonna charge you a minimum of $150, $200. If you put a little hole or an indention, if you damage a fiberglass hole, you know what that's going to cost you to fix? About $30. Fiberglass is repairable. That's what's so cool about fiberglass. It's glass. It's literally little tiny strands of glass that it's like, I like fiberglass better than carbon fiber. Fiberglass is strong. It is it's sprayed into polyethylene and it bonds and it creates one of the strongest materials on the planet. So yeah, I'll take fiberglass boats up rivers all day long. Because everybody says, well, what if you hit a rock? What if you hit a rock? You'll sink. No, because it would be the same as hitting a rock and puncturing the hole in an aluminum boat. You're going to sink in an aluminum boat too. The only advantage really you have aluminum versus fiberglass going up a river is if you have to drag the boat over shoals. If you have to drag the boat over shoals, the fiberglass is going to be a little heavy. It's going to be heavier. So if you don't have a strong back, but if you don't have a strong back, you're not going to be doing this shit anyways. You're not going to be heading up river with a weak back. Nobody heads up river in a small john boat going to a tail race or a spillway way up river in the summer months, spring, whatever. Nobody's doing that. It's got a bad back. So if you got a bad back, you better have a friend with you that has a strong back because you're going to have to drag it over some shoals. I mean, if
drag that Carolina skip over no shoal,
you may not drag it over shoals, but if you got 2 or 3 grown men with you, they can get out and if there's any water at all on the shoals, they can inch it over some shoals. Because like you said, it only drafts what, 6 inches, 7 inches, 9 inches,
7 inches. I told you wrong. 7 inches.
7 inches.
Yeah.
That's the hull. So the outboard's going to go down a little further than that. So
yeah.
If you were going to be doing a lot of river fishing in it, I would suggest putting a jack plate on it so you could raise that outboard up to get your skeg to be even with the draft of your boat. That way you're more likely to hit something in your boat before it hits your prop or simultaneously. Let's see.
Chris
Jonathan
Hovis.
said, you said you're talking from experience and not facts. Yeah. I mean, what is a fact? A fact is use the scientific method to get to a fact.
Well, I can speak from facts because I've seen my buddies up in certain parts of Tennessee. One being T. Evans, Michael Walker, Chris Hovis, to name a few. One myself being a few. Where Scott Perry got us stuck on a shoal up in Tennessee, where we had to get out of the boat and actually lift it and push it to get it unstuck. So,
Wes,
hard fact.
do you remember seeing me with Chris Hovis and Shane Reel up in Tennessee at getting trout?
Yeah, I do.
That was that video, the video that I have with
Yeah,
one of my best fishing videos with them
Yeah.
up there. That was that trip.
yeah. Yeah, how did we wind up there at the same time?
You had a little Toyota. You pulled up in a little Toyota.
Oh, yeah, I was going, yeah, because I don't pull my boat up there.
You were so nice.
I was nice. I'm always nice.
Yeah, I could tell I liked you right then.
I remember what Chris Hovis was wearing. You remember what he was wearing?
I don't.
A fucking Mickey Mouse shirt. Yeah, he had a Mickey Mouse shirt on. I seen that video a couple months ago, came up in my memories.
Really?
Yeah, he had a Mickey Mouse shirt on.
Man, I hate that Pete couldn't get on.
Yeah.
Where to call him?
You gonna call him?
I'm gonna call him as soon as I find my phone.
I got my phone right here. You want to call him?
He'd be more likely to answer my call. Let me call him.
You think you would?
Yeah.
Why's that?
Because you call all the time, probably. I literally never call
over
him.
a month on the phone.
I'm calling him. I'm gonna beat you to it. I want to call him, damn it.
Call him.
There we go.
Hell, I don't need no saltwater information. I ain't got no need to speak to him.
Yeah, only no saltwater. Why not? Are you done saltwater?
Well, if I'm not going saltwater fishing, no, I'm not done with it.
He sent me the voicemail.
Damn. See if he'll send me the voicemail.
Oh, if he sent me the voicemail, he's gonna send you the voicemail. He sent you faster than he did me.
What are you doing?
I heard his voicemail.
What's in you at?
You can't fake it, bro. I heard his voicemail. It was on the
You're
mic.
where?
I'm gonna go make another drink.
I thought you was in Philadelphia.
I'll be right back.
Wait, hold on, Jack. JR is mad because you answered. Send him the voicemail. Damn. Chris Layton, what are you doing, buddy? JR is lit tonight. I need to get Daryl Barney on here. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's have some fun. See if Daryl will answer. John Longus, how you doing, buddy? I just seen you were on here. What's she doing?
Licking a rug?
Lexi, stop it.
Not licking.
Nasty ass.
Did you get your feelings hurt, lady?
You'll be all right.
JR had to go fix him another drink.
Yeah.
Mark lunch, I'm emptying the trash.
Okay.
Not until tomorrow. Come on, are you cool? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's-
Damn, Jonathan. JR's gonna love you. Get JR to come in here and take you fishing. That baby Jonathan said JR needs to write a book because he's the smartest fisherman I know.
Oh,
Full of knowledge and wisdom.
what a nice thing to say.
Damn. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Oh, I guess I could have gave him a treat while I'm fixing her bag. I had to do that.
Give me a treat. I want to mess with him real quick.
Okay. A little one, a big one.
Well, it don't matter. A little one. Maybe he won't swallow as much. What's up, Ryan Spivey? Ryan, you coming down to South Carolina to fish this weekend with us? If I can get my dog. Come here, come. Hey, boy, come fit. Come fit. Come feet. No, you bark. Come feet. Oh, look at my count. Come here, come. Whoa.
Come on,
Come
there.
sit.
Come on, there.
Come speak. Easy. Speak. Good boy. All right. Come speak. Speak. No, quit slobbering. Come speak. Easy. Come speak. Good. That's close enough. Good boy. Hand me some sanitizer, baby. Slobbering bastard. Damn, JR, where'd you go?
Again?
One more. Okay.
Hold
Ryan Spivey, you coming to South Carolina this weekend? Hold on, Ryan, I'll text you. We're going to Clarksville. Check your text, Ryan.
I'm probably gonna take these roads up tomorrow. Maybe at lunch and put a couple of towels down here.
All right.
I'd rather have towels.
I don't know what the hell happened to JR.
Did he get lost?
Hell, he might have went there and passed out.
He got lost. Poor Jack.
You going deep sea fishing, Jonathan? Hey, Pete.
West Rose, what's up?
All right. I think JR got mad because you didn't send me the voicemail.
Oh, I don't give a damn.
Where you at? Did I guess right? Philadelphia?
No, good guess. No,
Where you at?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Tell Caitlin Clark
Yeah.
to do that.
Tell Caitlin Clark we said hello while you up there.
I'll do it. I'll try to track her down here real quick.
Hey, she's a beast.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about your crappie trip, how you was murdering them, but
I wouldn't call it murdering, but it was good enough, I guess.
hey, listen, I don't know if you're busy. JR, he went to mix him a drink. Hey, when he gets back, I'm gonna tell him to try to call you one more time. You send him the voicemail. And then I'm gonna say, let me try him, and you answer. That's gonna, boy, that'll fuck him up.
I do it.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Damn.
I know Mama put a treat over here for Lexi. I can't find it. Put it in her belly, baby.
Y'all, I hope you have a good time, buddy. What in the hell's he doing?
You need some help.
Did you get that text, Ron? Damn, did he get lost?
Papa, come here. Here, Papa. Mhm. Lexi. No.
No! Get it, get it, get it! Keep it. No! There he goes. Damn. Hey, buddy, you all right?
Hey, I'm going to call this Pete let us down.
Try to call him one more time, see what he does.
I think he let us down. He could have just been honest with me
I know.
and
Well,
said,
call him,
"Hey,
see what he
I ain't
says.
gonna be able to make it, bud."
Try to call him right quick, and then I'll call him if you don't answer.
He's not gonna answer. I told you what he's doing. I told you
Call
what
him
he's
and
doing.
try him one more time. If he don't answer for you, I'll try it. If he don't answer for you, I bet you he'll answer for me. I'll put it on speaker so you can hear
Hey,
it.
we'll get Ryan Spivey to call him.
No, hold on.
Hey, you reached Pete's mailbox.
He sent me the voicemail.
Hold on. I'll bet you he won't send me the voicemail.
Guarantee you, he sends you. Yeah, I'll send you $5 if he don't send you the voicemail.
All right, hold on. He better not send me the voice.
West Rose, my man. What you doing?
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, nothing, man.
Well,
You know, just hanging out.
Have you?
I'm avoiding liberals like JR.
Oh shit! Give me my money, bitch. He just bet me $5 you'd send me the voicemail.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn.
Pete, why you send me the voicemail, bud?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you're talking about. New phone, who this?
Damn, JR. Can I get my money Saturday?
No,
Sure. Pete, where you at, bud?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Okay.
Yes. Hold on one second. Let me get my iPad out. Maybe I can jump on here real quick.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see you on here.
What's it?
Ah, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Hey, JR. Can I get my money Saturday? I told you won't send me the voicemail.
Why? I don't understand why he sent me the voicemail, not you.
Well, you just said that I called him too much. I hadn't talked to him in over a month.
I doubt that.
I hadn't.
Well, no, I believe that. I believe that because you guys are frenemies.
Well, actually,
No, I
You
like
can- you-
Pete's my buddy. No, I actually
You
talked
love
to him the
you
other day.
love Pete, but you also
do.
can't stand that little motherfucker.
No, I love him. But hey, no, he called me while you were away. He called me back while you was doing what you was doing. I told him, I said, I'm gonna have JR call you here in a minute. Send it to voicemail, and then after
I see. I knew it, dude. You are too good at that crap.
Dude, you said look on your face. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
Hey, why does Pete look like he's short?
Because he is.
Dude, he's like 5'10". He's not short. But he's got a face that looks short.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have a short looking face.
You got a big ass head. You got a big old head like my grandson.
Yeah, I look like I'd be like 6'4".
Yeah, you got a big whop ass head.
Yeah, I'd rather be 5'11" with a 6'4" head than 5'10" with a 4'8" head.
Your son won't come. Oh, let my dog get.
Ain't that right, Spivey? Spivey's about 5'5", but he's got like a normal size head. That's what matters most is if you have a normal size head. It's these little short dudes that have these little tiny heads that
my grandson's just now growing into his head.
That's good. I don't know. I'm pro big head. I am pro big head. I've always had a big head. That's an awesome little trophy, man. I love that.
Did we get you on that one, JR?
I like it, dude.
Did we get you on that?
I wish y'all would have put like had the date put on it.
Junior.
Yes, you got me on that. The whole Pete calling and or me calling Pete. Yeah, like you knew that I was going to do that.
No, I knew he was going to answer because he called me when you was away. I said, listen. I said, JR is just talking shit because you sent him the voicemail. I told him you wouldn't send me the voicemail. I said, when he comes back on the show, I'm going to tell him to try you again.
Oh, there he is.
And then I said, when he don't answer, you answer when I call you. Fuck with him.
That's right. I know.
He had it fucked up. You ought to see the look on his face when you answered.
That's funny. JR, you want me to let it?
Oh Lord, can you not get on the hotel Wi-Fi, Pete?
A little secret.
Does the hotel got Wi-Fi?
Hang on.
You don't have.
It
You
does,
have
yeah,
the. You got to put the password in and get on the hotel Wi-Fi.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it right now.
Take your time. You got to find out what the hotel Wi-Fi is. You got to have the password. You might have to call the front desk to get the password.
Oh, I got my special password.
Hey, Pete.
Yo.
Why did you get laid over? Something with airplanes or what?
Weather.
How's
that? A little better?
I was watching on the news earlier. They're having some hellacious storms out there right now.
Yeah. So JR, just so you know, while you were gone, Wes called me. I answered. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have JR call you again."
He told me. God, he's good at that, dude.
Yeah.
I've never. He's the best. He's the best at doing that crap.
He's a professional shit starter, ain't
he? He is.
Hey, I called my buddy Alan. We called our buddy Alan when me and Joe were on the way to Chesapeake Bay. And I said, listen, Alan.
It was hard.
We fought with Alan. I said, Alan, I called him. I said, listen, buddy, you need to call your buddy JR. He said, what's wrong? I said, me and him got into it. He's talking about my driving. So I put his fucking ass out. He's walking on 85 somewhere. And he said, really? I said, I put his ass out of the truck. I don't need nobody to tell me how to fucking drive. I said, but tell him I'm sorry and I'll turn around and come get him. I said, hell, he won't answer his phone. I can't get him to answer. We hung up about 3 seconds later. Alan's calling JR. He said, what's going on, buddy? He said, what happened with you and Wes? He said, why'd he make you walk?
Oh, he was trying to, he was talking. He was ready to talk some sense into me. He was going to be a good friend. And I couldn't do it. Wes kept wanting me to like ag it on. I just can't. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I can't do it. I'm not a good actor. But anyways, Pete, so crappie. Everybody catches these big crappie in the spring.
Yeah.
But you don't really see anybody catching any big crappie any other time. I think these, I got a gnat flying around. I think these big crappie, they come in to spawn on these brush piles. And then I think they go back out, and I think they're roaming free. They're out there just chasing bait. Like they're not keying in on any kind of structure. They're out there being pelagic and chasing bait like the hybrids are, stripers are.
You're thinking the exact opposite, because in the wintertime, that's when they roam free, chase baits and everything. This time of year, they seem to drop in brush or deep stumps, deep water, and they just go missing because they're just
they
so
go
deep.
missing. See, there you go. They're
They
not
go missing.
missing. They're out there roaming, chasing herring.
I promise you, they ain't roaming up high in the water column. They're down deep somewhere.
Well,
But-
you know,
but
those,
we're
well,
not at that
where
point yet where they're doing that.
wherever the bait is, they're out there keying in on bait. They're not. I don't think that they're orienting to structure. I mean, that's
They
what
definitely are, but
you need to find out. You got the live scope. You got to get out there and find out what's going on with these crappie.
I'm doing it.
Now you just 3 or 4 days ago, you and Riggs went out there and hammered the crappie, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, we did pretty good. I wouldn't call it quite hammering, but we did pretty decent overall. 35, 40 fish in about 3.5 hours, I guess. But the first hour is just more so kind of looking around and dialing in the live scope. I could have.
So are you casting? Are you trolling?
I am jigging brush.
So you're vertical jigging.
Yep.
Using live
Now,
scope.
Correct. I will say this: the very first crappie I caught the other day was a suspended fish that I looked up on. I stopped the boat, I looked around, there he was. I saw him line up the perfect cast and got him.
Let me ask you this:
about a pound and a quarter.
So you're casting. So, you're still vertical jigging though, right? Like if you're casting out and
I'm casting out, letting it do the whole. Get my camera here. Do the whole pendulum thing where it kind of swings in front of his face like that,
Yeah.
Are
you going to the bottom or are you?
No, we're up in brush, up high on brush.
Because I've always wondered if you throw a jig through crappie, I feel like it's going to kind of shut them off. Like if you knew, and I guess you could find out with live scope, like where they're at, so you could like stop your jig. Because crappie are going to feed up. They're going to feed up 99.9% of the time. They're feeding up. So I feel like if you drop your jig down through them, it could spook them. But if you could stop your jig above them where they can feed up,
so
you might do better.
Spook them. Now, when I first get up on a brush pile that I like, I won't get on top of it. I'll cast to it. I have it set up to where it's about 30 feet in front of me. And I'll cast to it, and I'll let the bait swing by. And usually, man, they're fast on it like that. They see it and they'll chase it at a brush pile or wherever you're fishing and eat it, or chase it for 30 feet and then turn back around and go back. It kind of varies, man. It really does. But what spooks the crappie the most is not the jig itself. It's the boat traffic, the boat slap. A shadow that you might cast on the water over the brush pile. I mean, so many things that will spook it. Now, the worst thing, in my opinion, is spot locking on a brush pile, casting to it with no wind, because that boat's doing circles, not controlling itself, and that's what spooks the fish the most.
Back before forward-facing sonar, if you were to fish for crappie offshore, you would mark an offshore brush pile. You would toss out a marker buoy. You know what I'm talking about, the things that unravel. And you would try to, come back over that and cast to them.
Correct.
Oh man, it seems like vertical fishing, you want your bait horizontal. So I've heard of guys using loop knots, and I've never.
Why use a loop knot on a hook and a jig?
I've never been able to fish comfortably with a loop knot because I'm the old Palomar guy. I'll tie a Palomar real tight to the jig head. Then I can take the jig head and I can move it and make it stay horizontal. That way, even when I'm vertical fishing it, the bait is still horizontal. So is that what you're doing?
Do
Are you
that
kind
again,
of tight
JR.
for Palomar?
Do that
Actually-
again for me.
The you have
I
your
do.
main line. You got the Palomar nice and snug on the jig head, and you take the jig head and you put the knot at the back of the eye. Of
I
the
do
hook,
the Palomar knot.
so the
I do.
bait sets horizontal. You don't want the bait like this. You want the bait to be horizontal.
Correct.
I always use loop knots, crappie fishing.
I do the Palomar.
Well, I think that some baits, or maybe most baits, even I think they float. So maybe if whatever jig you're using, soft plastic, Bobby Garland's, whatever it is, maybe with a loop knot, they're kind of floating, so they're kind of horizontal anyways in the water.
Oh.
I don't know. What are you using, Pete?
Palomar knot.
No, I mean soft plastic.
Soft plastic. So I use mostly the shad bodies, and then I will use hair jigs. But oftentimes I will start with a hair jig, and then a lot of times you'll pick off 2 or 3 fish real quick, and then that's when they get a little, I guess you can call it shy, and that's when you start throwing the old sassy shads out there. So
The best
baby
crappie
shad,
jig that
call
I've ever used, and I don't know what you call it. It's a little straight rubber jig. It's green and black with a fork tail on it.
Flick tail.
It's got
a fork tail. That sounds like
Oh.
crappie magnet.
Yeah,
It's got a split in the
crop
tail.
magnet, right?
I think it's crappie magnet.
Yep.
Yeah. There's some good baits out there, and I will admit there's no way in fucking hell I'm gonna tell you what soft plastic I use. That's how highly secretive that is. The whole you guys think striper fishing is secretive? No. Crappie fishermen are the most secretive fishermen.
Dude, all you
in
need
the
for
world.
crappie fishing, you get crappie on a brush pile, get you a bucket of fucking minnows, and you good to go.
That is not true.
You want me to show you some pictures,
A jig will outperform a minnow 3 to 1, at least 3 to
Not
1.
when they're on the brush
Wes,
pile.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
When they're
There's
on the brush
days.
pile.
There's
Anytime.
days that a minnow will wear them out, and there's days like
I
3 days
disagree.
ago-
I say there's 0 days where a minnow is going to outperform a jig. 0
JR, do you want me
days.
to, JR, do I
Zero.
need to show you some pictures? Do I need to show
Listen,
you some
Wes,
pictures?
you just be talking shit to be talking shit.
I-
I
well,
know.
I'm not
I've seen you shoot it. I've seen you shoot a spinning rod. I've seen you shoot a dock. How are you going to tell me that you're going to do better with a fucking minnow over a jig when you can shoot a dock the way you can shoot a dock? That don't make no sense, dude. You just be damn saying shit to get me fired up.
Damn.
Now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you somebody I bet can't shoot a dock. That's Peter Malik.
Oh, I can shoot some docks. I'm not gonna say I'm the best at it by no means, but I can shoot some docks.
Listen, it's easy. Shooting docks is easy. You know why? Because you can tie off on the damn dock. Everybody's got you can get these, you can tie off with a piece of rope. You can cut a piece of your anchor rope. They got these things, I forget what they're called, but they look like jumper cables, or just this like grip that you can just grip onto people's dock with.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're made for brush, but you can do it on people's dock. And I've had old ladies come. This old lady come out one day, and she came out there and she was like, and I seen her coming, so I took the clip off.
Yeah.
And she was like, I thought you were tied up to my dock. I was going to say something. I was like, no, I'm not tied up to your dock at all. I was on my trolling. I had my trolling motor down. I was on my trolling motor. She's like, okay, I was just making sure. But yeah, I was definitely tied up on her dock. But that's the thing about vertical jigging docks is you can tie up, and you have the freedom to fish where you want. Whereas if you're offshore and you're throwing like a marker buoy out and you're trying to fish like an isolated brush pile, out in deeper water, you might have to have spot lock. Well, I don't have spot lock. I got a co-pilot on my trolling motor. I don't have spot lock. So yeah, I can't just hit spot lock. I don't have that luxury.
But JR, I don't know about North Carolina, But all your SCDNR lakes, your Army Corps lakes,
Yeah.
people don't own those fucking piers anyway. You can get off on that dock. You can tie off to it. You can get off on it and cook a fucking hamburger on a grill.
Let me tell you something.
Legally, I mean, it's ethically you don't do that, but legally you can. Legally,
There's
you
a
can.
dock at Pinnacle Access on Lake Norman. This is my little nugget of information. You know, Dieter always says his videos might suck and they might be long and boring, but there'll be a nugget of information in them if you watch the whole thing. Well, this is my little nugget of information for our little podcast tonight. Lake Norman, Pinnacle Access, that marina right there. You're not going to find any better fishing on the entire fucking lake, but you're going to get ran the fuck off. And I've been ran off so many times. There was this lady, this old lady that lived on that lake. She lived in a liveaboard boat. She lived on her boat. And I would go out there every morning after work when I worked third shift. I get off at 6:30. I'd be at Lake Norman by 6:35. I mean 7:35. And I would pull up in that boat. I would find an empty slip. I'd pull up in it. I'd get off. I'd take my little ice rod with my 2-pound line and my little 100th ounce jig head in January. And I would fucking nail the crappie right there after work every morning. And there was this lady that would come out. She worked for the mail company. She knew me by name. She'd say, "Morning, JR." And I'd say, "Morning," her name. And yeah, it was, I had a relationship with someone that lived there. You know, she kind of had my back. But then she moved, she left. And then after she left, we got some Karens. We got some hot, you know, mid-40s chicks that came out there, and they would be like, this is how your typical Pinnacle dock run-in would be. 2 or 3 what is that, Desperate Housewives? What's that show these chicks watch? It would be women like that. They would walk up, like, cross their arms and be like, "How you doing?" And I would be like, "Good. How you doing?" And she'd be like, "You catching anything?" Like she's a fucking DM, like she's a wildlife officer. She's
and then she would, "Do you have permission to fish here?"
Yeah. And then she would be like, do you have a slip here?" And I would be like, "No, I don't." She's like, "Okay, well, this is private property." And I'd be like, "Okay, well, I'm leaving." Boom, hit another one, go ahead and catch another one right quick. And then that's kind of how it went, you know, for years. But yeah, there used to be these old northerners back about 15 years ago that would fish Pinnacle Access. That they would pull their boat into a slip. They had chairs. They would get out in their chairs on the boat slip and chill out in their chairs and just talk like they were at Hardee's. Like that was like their thing. And I miss that. I hate that everyone wants to run you off now.
Well, JR, a lot of it ain't a lot of people's being assholes, but they know there's so many people out there that'll take advantage of it, tear shit up, leave trash on their dock, you know, so they just don't want to fool with nobody. You know, it ain't all of them. Sometimes they're not just being assholes, you know.
I think they are being assholes, Wes. If you walk up to a guy that's in a $50,000, $30,000 boat, he's catching fish on a jig. Man, fish all you want, bro. I mean, if it was me, I know there ain't no dude pulling up to my dock on no $50,000 vessel, you know, catching fish and releasing them. He ain't trying to steal nothing from me.
I ain't talking about stuff. I'm just talking about trash and stuff.
Well, I don't like it. I don't like the experience I've had. I had another experience on Lake Norman on a kayak. I was fishing a boat slip. Not Pinnacle, but I think it was McCrary. They actually tore it down. They have a new boat slip there now. But years ago, Pete, you remember that boat slip? I think it was like down there. You go under 150, and it's on the left. There used to be this big boat slip there, but they tore it down. But they built a new one.
Yes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was fishing there one time, and this dude come out there, man. And I took I
He's
took my
choking now.
kayak. I'm eating chickarones. I took my kayak and I put it up inside of a slip, and I was catching crappie and spots inside of those slips. And he came out there.
He can't even talk.
He came out there, man. And but dude, we got into a big time. He said I was trespassing. I'm like, dude, you don't own the fucking water. And he was like, yes, I do. You can't you can't come into the slip. And I kept the bow of my kayak in that slip. And yeah, I can't remember what came of it, but he was pissed. I remember we had a back and forth. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? You guys agree with the landowners that are coming out there trying to bitch about you fishing around their docks, or where do you guys stand on that?
They don't own the water or the docks around them. No. I would
They don't
bitch
know.
if someone keeps on casting their shit on my dock and breaking off their lure, or hopping on my dock. But
You would bitch, or you wouldn't?
I would bitch if they were like hanging up on my dock and breaking off, or
Man, I wouldn't bitch at all, dude.
my dock.
If I walked down, if I guyed up in the morning and I walked down to my private fucking dock on the fucking lake, and I saw a 3/8 ounce jig head with a Kitech swinging impact on it, I would like pick it up and be like, "Hey, that's a pretty good bait."
Yeah.
Poor guy lost his bait. I wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, these people are infringing on my property. Fuck these people!" Like, what kind of terrible fucking person would you have to be? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's just.
Are you trying to justify that, Peter Malik?
I'm not saying I'm gonna be like, oh, what kind of terrible people. If they purposely hop on my dock and fish around my dock,
Hop on your dock? Yes, I
while
would not want.
That's what I'm saying. If they're standing on my dock on purpose, I have an issue with that.
Well, hey, guys, right quick. Hey, I'm getting off here. I got to get up early in the morning. Pete, it's good to see you, buddy. Have safe travels going back home.
Take care.
JR, I hope you catch your breath. Don't get choked.
Right.
Let me know if you're coming down this weekend. Are you coming down this? Are you really coming down this weekend, or is that just the liquor talking, or is that JR talking?
Last night we let the liquor talk. I'll tell you, I'll call you.
All right.
If me and Spivey don't hit up the Catawba, because we didn't last week because of the tornadoes.
You won't catch fish on Catawba where I'm gonna catch fish at, but you go on to the Catawba. I know you like a challenge. You don't like an easy button. So.
Amen. All right. I'll holler at you, brother. Love you, man. Good night.
Love you too, Pete. Safe travels, my friend.
All right, buddy. Take care.
See you, Wes.
Bye-bye.
All right, Pete. What were we talking about?
Talking about people hopping on my damn dock.
Right. I have a story. I have a story for that. Lake Norman, Hicks Creek, the mouth of Hicks Creek.
Okay.
If you were to buy a house on Lake Norman and you were a fisherman, the mouth of Hicks Creek would be hard to beat. The mouth of Hicks Creek, that channel, the main river channel, swings up to the mouth of Hicks Creek.
Yep.
It is. If you were going to live on a creek on Lake Norman, the mouth of Hicks would be about as good as you could get, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
So,
I would say I'd even go further than that and say somewhere between the mouth, say the mouth of Hicks Creek, so that first little bit there, Hicks Creek, all the way down to the mouth of Rocky Creek. That entire stretch right there would be fire.
Absolutely, 100%. But especially Hicks. I mean, that river channel comes in and it makes a sharp, like acute, like it goes up into Hicks almost.
Yep.
So yeah, you're not going to get any better than the actual mouth of Hicks. But and you have that island there,
So-
and there's power lines. Power lines. I don't know what it is about
Power
power
lines
lines.
track fish, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you
So-
got all this compound structure right there.
I'll let you in a little secret here that I found my live scope when I first got live scope. When I first went to Lake Norman, I went ahead and just kind of poked around, just to play with it, find some brush piles. One of the first places I went to, of course, was Hicks Creek.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you probably know about this, whatever, but that little cut right there on the other side of the island of Hicks Creek where the power line goes across?
Yes.
Bunch of brush in there. I'm talking bunches. So there you go. You want some crappie? Go to the brush piles there.
Now, wait a minute. Are you talking about directly under the power lines?
That's correct. Yep. Bingo.
Right, adjacent to the island?
On the back side of the island.
On the backside, like so into the mouth of the creek.
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha.
Basically, if the wind was blowing, you'd be tucked away right in there pretty good. But
so basically, where everybody likes to like beach their boat and swim, right there.
I don't really spend that much time in the summertime out there, so I couldn't tell you. But
dude, that is like one of the best beaches.
Sandy area there. Yes.
That is sandy. Yeah, that is one of the best beaches on the entire lake. Is the other side of that island right there, the mouth of rock,
Gotcha.
mouth of Hicks.
Yeah, right in there we had a little artificial wall, I guess, on the island you were talking about, the little wall on the backside. Yeah, right in that entire pocket, man. I'm talking about just absolutely slam packed loaded brush everywhere.
That's a good fishing. That's a very fishy area.
Well,
right in that area, there was a guy named Chip that had a dock. He was one of the old timers, the old timers that invested in property on the Catawba River lakes back in the 60s and 70s, and little small houses that normally they end up selling and they tear them down and build a mansion there. But this was a guy that had a house, a little small house there. His name was Chip. So one night I go there. Chip has a dock light. Well, it's not actually a dock light. It's on the bottom. It's a submerged light. It's on the bottom of the lake. Okay. But he has a dock, and it's on where he had a Boston whaler dry docked right there, and there was a light underneath the dock on the bottom of the lake. And oh my God, you want to talk about giant hybrids at night? Oh my, you could just limit out in no time. They were just swarming because that main channel was right there, and so one night I was out there wearing some giant, I'm talking huge hybrids out on Lake Norman one night, and I decided I wanted to get off on his dock. So I got off on his dock and I was fishing because the light was on the inside of the dock and I was wearing them out. Well, I caught him just in time. I saw him in my peripheral walking down to his dock. It was dark. He was walking down. So I hopped on my kayak real quick, and I had a carabiner and a rope on my kayak that I had attached to his dock, and I unhooked it. And what I didn't realize is I had left my landing net on his dock. I had my landing net on his dock. And he came down and he asked me, he said, "Was you fishing my dock?" And I said, "No, sir. No, sir, I was not. I'm just fishing out here on my kayak into your dock." And he's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Well, your landing net's here." I said, "Yes, sir. I did lay my landing net there. But yeah, I apologize for that." So he gave me my landing net back and he said, "You know what?" He's like, "Why don't you come up here and fish with me for a little bit? We'll sit here and talk." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I got off my kayak, climbed up onto his dock, and we sat there and we talked for a couple of hours. He kind of told me his life story. He said his dad used to take him down to Alaska and salmon fish, trophy salmon fish in the spring when the salmon would come up the rivers. And they would take a plane in. It was crazy. And he told me, he's like, "Listen," he said, "I have a spare key to my house under the flower pot on the front porch." He said, "If you come down," he said, "make yourself at home." He said, "If I'm not home," he said, "just come on in and make yourself at home." I was like, "Oh, wow, that is awesome, dude. Thank you. You know, we kind of had a heart to heart. You know, we had a couple of hours, like a bonding experience, and so I left. It got late. I left. You know, and I come back a couple of days later, and he caught me again fishing his dock, and he did not remember me. See, Chip was a little bit older. He's a boomer, and apparently he had some. I don't know if he's an alcoholic or if he's got some dementia going on. I don't know, but he didn't remember me, and he was like, "If I catch you here again, I'm gonna fucking shoot you."
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yes. Just
yes.
like that, huh?
Yes.
Dementia, probably.
Yeah. So
bipolar, maybe.
And then he ended up cutting his light off. So yeah, that I got to experience that fishery there for 2 or 3 years before he cut it off. But it was awesome.
Gotcha. Nice. That's bipolar for you, my friend.
Bipolar, dementia, who knows? Some type of mental illness.
Do we got any comments here at all?
Let's see. We got this comment here. Let's see. Read that one out loud, Pete.
Oh, I saw that earlier. No,
go ahead, read that one out loud.
I'd rather not. I don't want to be scarred for life. Oh boy. Someone make your head swell.
It's that time of year,
dude.
Hey,
what can you say when you're good, right?
Hey, listen. You wore the crappie out recently, but you did pretty good. But you went out you went out saltwater fishing. What happened? I didn't see a lot of good pictures.
We caught a bunch of sharks. We did catch a very nice spinner shark.
Oh my goodness, it must have sucked. You're talking about sharks?
Fucking terrible. No. So we're just playing around more than anything else. So we actually chum fish. So we dropped anchor and we chum fish for cobia. No joy in the cobia, but we did catch fair share of sharks and other trash, I guess. But nothing photo worthy. We didn't even dang dirty fillet knife the whole entire time. But yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We went black tip fishing recently, a few weeks ago. And man, that black tips are, I don't know what you guides are doing, but I would be marketing the hell out of black tips.
Let me tell you this, and we tried to get video of it, but we couldn't jump on John couldn't jump on the GoPro fast enough. I don't play with GoPros at all. So that spinner shark, we'll call it black tip shark, it hit the line with the rod in John's hand. And he put on an aerial display for about 45 straight seconds. He was jumping and turning and twisting and everything.
Epic.
That's pretty cool.
That's freaking epic, dude.
Had to get lines out of the way because he's actually jumping over lines and come back around lines. So have no idea how it entangled, but yeah, that happened. And I was like, John, we're going to gaff this MFer. We're going to take him home and enjoy some dang shark steak because, of course, apparently this is the best kind of shark to harvest,
Yeah.
And so actually during all that jumping, and I knew it happened right away because this is what spinner sharks do, during all that jumping, the hook actually got him in the tail. So we drug his ass in backwards. And we got him in the boat. We got him boat side, and he's like this, tail up, head down deep. And he still got a little life to him kicking, and I'm like, I gotta place his gaff at a good spot because I know damn well as soon as I stick him, he's gonna go fucking ballistic and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And so I barely touched his tail, and that's all it took. He slapped it, broke the line, and everything, and that was it. But
yeah, you got to man up when it comes to gaffing them. So
but the thing is, he was down deep. His head was about 3 foot underwater, so I couldn't really.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, but
you just got to damage the meat. You got to go deep.
We did get that on GoPro. It was kind of a funny moment, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. See, we caught a couple. We caught a couple like 150 pound black tips. The amount of meat we got off of that fish, and that's good eating.
Yes, I hear. So I actually was talking to some family that live in Colorado last week, and they are wanting to come this way in September. And they want to go to the beach, and all they want to do is catch a damn shark. And I'm like, this disappoints me, but we can absolutely do this one of the best times. So there will
Take
be
them
probably
to
designated
the
shark trip in September.
where we went was the what is it called? The hot hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you could see the water like boiling
Yeah.
out there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
These
Oh, that's a community shark hole, and there's a lot of them there for sure. So speaking of your beach trip, because you didn't, I guess, had an opportunity to talk live, I guess. So what went on with your beach trip? I know that you trolled, and you said you caught monster Spanish, but they were kings, But
I thought maybe they were kings. I haven't caught enough Spanish to really know the difference between a juvenile king and a Spanish.
uh-huh.
So my buddy said they were giant Spanish, so I just went with it. I thought they were kings, and I even told Lacey, I was like, I think those are kings, man. And he was like, no, Alan said them big ass Spanish. I said, hang on, let me call Pete. So I called you while we were down there. I don't know if you remember, but I called you and I was like, hey, did you see those big ass Spanish we caught? And you were like, yeah, I don't know if you know this, but those were kings.
You messaged me on Facebook or texted me. Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And I told Alan.
You sent me a picture.
Like,
you sent me a picture, and I said, yeah, nice king.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure them were kings, man. He was like, nah, them big Spanish, man. They got them spots on them. I was like, yeah, they do. But I think maybe juvenile kings probably have those spots too.
Yeah. So how'd y'all fish for them? How'd you catch them?
Cigar minnows on macaroos. Macahoos. Cigar minnows on macahoos.
Cool. And where y'all fishing at?
It wasn't far from. It wasn't far from. It actually no. It was the hot hole. It was the hot hole.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It was a hot bite that week. They were biting everywhere.
They were, and there were a lot of the black tip sharks. The black. Oh my! I guess they were post spawn. I don't know what they were doing, but they were feeding heavy. And yeah, we caught some. I don't know if you saw the pictures. I don't even think I posted.
I think I've seen the picture. The only thing I saw, I think somewhere I saw a picture of you guys having 2 or 3 sharks laid out.
Yes. The picture doesn't do it justice. Those were giant sharks, and one of those sharks was pregnant with 4 small. I mean, I'm talking. It had 4 baby sharks in her belly. 4 baby sharks that were probably 25, 30 inches long.
Damn, really?
Yeah, 4 of them. And I told Alan, I was like, man, has anybody ever eaten? Has anyone eaten any shark meat, black tip shark meat from young that haven't yet been birthed? That was probably some delicacy. Like that shit would have probably went for $100 a pound. Because hey, black tip is, I mean, it's not bluefin tuna, but it's an industrial fish meat. It's sold, it's sold on the market. Like
you're right.
It's a good meat. It's kind of like it's a very lean, like a pork chop texture. It's good. It's really good, especially on a grill.
I agree.
There's regulations on black tips. I think they have to be
54 to something inches. Yeah.
54 inches. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that we had was every bit of, I'd say it was at least 5 to 6 foot. I mean, it was a good sized shark, and definitely put on a show. And we had all intent to harvest it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want this damn thing going in my boat, kind of thing. So,
but I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like had it been a king, you would have been more than happy
all day long. Cobia, yes sir.
But the black tip is I mean, I actually, it's just as good as the king as far as table fare, in my opinion. In my opinion, black tip is just as good as king mackerel.
Gotcha. I'll roll with that. You know, king mackerel ain't the best. We all know that. You know, but
I think we need to market the black tip shark a little more. I really do. It's not a trash fish. It's not a trash fish. It's a good table fare. It's a good fish. It's fun. You know, it's fun to catch. It's sporty. I don't know. I just feel like that we're selling them short.
I'd roll that. Will asked, am I still at the beach? No, Will, I am not at the beach. I went ahead and decided to work some overtime, and man, I hate anything beach during a holiday weekend. So I kind of did it to
Will White said both are cat food. Man, shut your bougie ass up, Will.
Hey, Will is used to dang eating some wahoo and tuna, you know. So
listen,
you can't
just cause you 6 foot fucking 7, don't mean you come on here and say anything you damn want to.
Damn, right? He said that shit's cat food compared to some damn wahoo and some dang snowy grouper.
Don't be hating on the black tip, bro. What the fuck wrong with you?
Hey, Will, some dang little pissant people like damn JR, that's all they can deal with is some black tips. So you know, let them appreciate it.
Oh my God. Dad, you're triggering you're triggering Pete's ivory tower, Will. Listen, let's bring him back down. Bring him back down. He's just on the fucking Yadkin. He's not
JR
that important.
ain't got choices like we do, all right? His ass is stuck like within 1 mile. His ass is stuck in kayak range, okay?
Motherfucker, I will take my boat anywhere except offshore. Except offshore. As long as it's like inshore / near shore, I will take my boat anywhere y'all take.
Next thing you know, he's gonna start talking about damn whiting and spots and shit.
No, I tell you what, my friend called me recently and he wanted to go to Destin to target Goliath grouper. Now, the whole Goliath grouper part was for me to get me to go, but I checked the prices for 4th of July Airbnbs down at Destin, Florida.
Oh yeah,
not fucking happening. Okay.
Yeah,
I would much rather just fish Lake Wiley for fucking trophy catfish in July than I would to pay $2,000 for 4 or 5 days in Destin.
Yeah.
Now I do want to catch a Goliath grouper. That is on my bucket list. Although Will, you probably think Goliath grouper is trash fish.
Yeah.
Pete, what do you think about Goliath grouper?
Man, I don't care for him. I mean, you know,
really?
Oh
my God, you fucking!
I'm lying.
You're so commercialized. You're a captain. You're a guide.
I have caught a Goliath in NC. I will admit it wasn't, but maybe we'll say 8 pounds near shore. But JR, I'll just say this way, you know, everyone talks about this global warming, this and that. I think it's a matter of time before we have a Goliath fishery off our coast because there's so damn many of them.
I mean, that would be that would mean you agree that global warming is real. If you think
I'd say the oceans are warming, like, you know, we have currents changing, this and that. I mean, you know, seeing the Gulf Stream fishing, man, just 1 year is awesome, and 4 years it fucking sucks. So
you might look like Ben Shapiro, and like 99% of your clients might be like far right, but you definitely are a little bit liberal when it comes to the environment. Like, you're not a fucking idiot, right?
Right? Maybe. I don't know. It depends where you're going with this.
I'm not going to. Listen, you got a Big Cat Fever shirt on.
I do.
Why do you look like you weigh 400 pounds right now?
I'm laying my ass on a dang bed right now. That's why.
But dude, unless you've have you gained some weight? I think you've gained some weight.
No,
bro.
not really. I've been about the same. Actually, if anything,
you look like you weigh 400 fucking pounds, man. Can you raise the camera up? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I can see you. Yeah, you're good. All right.
He's talking about my man figure, y'all. Oh my God.
He had a little optical illusion going on there.
Yeah, it's optical illusion, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see. Will said they're talking about opening it in Florida. So is there not a Goliath group? Can you not target Goliath grouper in Florida anymore?
You can't keep them. I guess they're for so
Well,
long.
you haven't been able to keep them like ever. But
Correct,
Will's
for a long
talking about
time.
there. What is Will talking about?
He's talking about keeping Goliaths here soon. They're talking about opening a Goliath grouper season where you can keep them.
Where you can keep them?
Yep.
Oh wow. Wow. Could you imagine the meat?
They become so invasive out there now where it's like sharks, you know. They're
He said the
stealing
Gulf
everyone's
Stream is trash. What do you mean is trash? What
I
do
made
you
a comment right now where the fishing is sucked in the stream. So
expound on that? Like if I were going to Florida to target Goliath grouper, where would I go? Would I go Gulf side of Florida? You guys don't know. You guys don't know because you're guides and you got to stay on them little bitty fish. Y'all don't know shit about them big fish.
Hey, go where Facebook tells you, JR. All right, how's that?
Why don't y'all? I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Right.
Why don't you tell me where the fuck I can go catch a trophy Goliath grouper? I bet you don't know.
Bitch, I'll tell you. Go pee.
You don't know.
Go pee.
Will,
bitch.
Will, I bet you don't
Go
know
pee,
either,
bitch.
Will. Go ahead and invite Will on here. Go. I bet Will don't know
I have
either.
my iPad. I can't really navigate through this thing.
Fuck it, I'll invite him.
You fucking do it.
Copy. You just hang on a second, buddy.
Get me a bottle of water here real quick.
Fuck, got it.
Goddamn presidential suite. Look at this.
Oh, I have no doubt that you're staying in
See,
a very nice hotel. Where's the rest of your crew?
they are in other rooms.
Let's see. I am temporarily blocked. I'm blocked from Facebook for misusing this feature by going too fast. You've been temporarily blocked. Fuck. All right. Well, I can't invite you, Will. I'll be right back. Hey, are you capable of going solo for 3 minutes?
Yeah. Will, tell me about the Gulf Stream. What you know about right now? What you got going on?
What you know about rolling down in the Gulf
Pete.
Stream? Okay. Go Pete. All right.
He's drank too much.
He said he's coming, but I don't know how he's coming without an invite. I didn't send him an invite. I might try to send him one on my phone. Where's my phone?
Yeah, do it on your phone.
There's my phone. I'm gonna try to send you an invite on my phone, Will.
Do it while you take your shit. Oh boy. Oh. I can't do it on my iPad. At least I don't know how. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Ah, I got it. There we go. Ooh. Damn, taking them a while. Fuck. Damn, took you a while.
Hey, does Will not come on?
I guess you gotta get him in, maybe.
No, he's not on there. I don't. Yeah, I sent him an invite. He's not staged up. He said he's coming though. He said he's coming.
Camera shy.
All right. So I don't remember what we were talking about.
I don't know either.
Anyways,
so
what's up?
oh, what's your next trip? When are you going
Me?
fishing next? Yeah, you.
Well, I have a 10-foot John boat, and I have a 15 horsepower Evinrude, 1982 15 horsepower Evinrude.
So you're going for a black tip because that's all you can get 1 mile off the beach. Okay.
In a 10-foot John boat? No, you'd have to have some pretty huge balls.
We'll need a bigger boat
to go in the ocean in a 10-foot John boat. No, I'm going up a river, and I put the outboard. I set it onto the transom of my little 10-foot John boat today, and I got the gas pump and everything. I got the gas hooked up to it. The gas is hooked up to it, but the tank, I think the fuel has water in it. I'm gonna have to pour it out, get some fresh gas in it, and I don't know. I got to test this outboard out, make sure it's running. It ran last year. It ran good last year, but I'm gonna test it out, make sure it's running. And me and Spivey are gonna take off up the river this weekend.
Cool.
You want to go with us?
This week I'm still working, so nope.
Okay, good. Spivey probably wouldn't let you go anyway.
I wouldn't want to go anyways.
Yes, you would. Shut up.
No, wouldn't.
You'd have fun, dude.
I have better things to do, like watch paint dry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it would be fun. Trust me.
So we're trying to start a off High Rock Lake, a little club. We'll call it a club. It's not really a club, just the locals will call it. We're trying to do evening crappie tournaments, for a little fun, a little bit of call, but it's not no big number, It ain't anything I'm gonna ever pre-fish or make a far run for, if that makes sense. But little 5-10 boat tournaments where we go out there, fish for 3 hours, only a 5 fish away in, and so I'm gonna try to be getting into that here in the coming months.
Count me in. Count me in.
Come to High Rock, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'll come.
What's up?
What's up,
What's up,
man?
Will?
Just another day in paradise.
It's about time to start catching some late spring, early summer fish, bro.
Man, I went out there last weekend. That shit's a waste of time.
So I talked to someone, I wanted to go the day I was down at the beach here recently, but just the weather wasn't right for, in my eyes. Plus I couldn't get in the crew, But I talked to a few folks down there, and they all, without talking to each other, said the same exact thing. They said, don't go. The fish are about a week away, roughly. So,
Yeah. I mean, I went up the river. I fished up cold around the state park until the mussel warriors showed up.
oh God,
Yeah, it was a nightmare. And I was like, fuck it, I'll go bass fishing. Went all the way up the river, almost to 40. The fish were jumping out of the water. Couldn't get nothing to bite. Couldn't mark anything. It was just odd.
What were you using for bait?
I was bass fishing, so I was using flukes, and I was casting an Alabama rig or a rig.
Well, I mean, if you would have had some freshly cut alewives, you'd probably caught some hybrids up there.
Maybe. It
he
was
said he
below the lake.
level.
One person went up the river. It was one boat after another. Just started slowly. Everybody started going up there.
Did you see Lee Huffman up there?
Yeah, Lee was up there.
Was he really?
No, he wasn't up that far. He was, I guess, below, what's that bridge up there where they built that new marina?
Buffalo Shoals?
Yeah, he was right below Buffalo Shoals.
Damn, Lee.
Yo,
Man, I'll tell you
community
what.
hole.
If I was going to get a guide on Lake Norman, I would not get fucking Lee Huffman.
No, hell.
I would
I
fucking.
wouldn't get me either.
There's got to be somebody better than fucking Lee Huffman.
Well, he called more than I did that day, so I ain't hating on him.
Man, I'll tell you what, I've kicked Lee Huffman's ass so many damn times upriver. Man, I've been up there so many times and limited out a couple times, and Lee just be absolutely struggling, trolling, fucking surfing. He goes up there and fucking goes up inside of the dam, puts out boards and surfs. That son bitch should be going 3.5 mile an hour on the Catawba River for some 2-pound hybrids. Just be surfing, catching them. I don't know. When you can just anchor up and be limited out in 30 minutes. Lee's up there working his ass off.
Yeah. I should have went to Watery last week.
It's been pretty good by watering until that mud rolled in everywhere, you know. But it is what it is.
Spivey loves Watery.
Dude, that lake is...
That's because I turned him on to that damn lake. He knew nothing about it until he started.
Did you turn him on to? Did you turn him on to Watery?
I did. I fucking told him how, when, where. You know what? His ass is still keeping his fucking mouth shut like a little bitch. I'm just kidding.
No, Spivey. I tell you what. If you want a secret, if you want to give some of your fishing secrets away, Spivey's the guy to do it to. Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you,
I know he won't tell no one yet.
He will not tell a fucking soul. Like I have to ask Spivey if like it'll be a place that I showed Spivey. Like, dude, I showed you this, and I'll have to ask him permission if I can take somebody. Like, that's how tight circle Spivey is. Spivey is a very
I've told
very
Spivey
tight
a lot,
circle.
but a lot of stuff I tell I don't really give a shit about. I mean, that's
Well, yeah. You give him a bunch of community shit.
Yeah, community shit. He don't know the community shit that he wasn't a part of the community until then.
Well, I guarantee you, he's probably taken in a lot more information from you than he's given to you.
Oh, I've gotten zero. Let's say almost zero from him. But listen,
Pete. I try to get that out of him. I don't know why he's like that, but
I don't know. That's your boy. I can't answer for that.
You gotta get, if somebody's giving you some good info.
Y'all lake fishermen are worse than the damn king mackerel fishermen.
Man, I'll tell anybody
bad,
anything.
aren't they? Damn.
I'm very good about telling you all of the information without telling you all of the information. Like I will tell you anything, but you know, leading a horse to water, you can't make him drink. Like I'm not going to give you exactly what you need to know, but I'm going to give you enough to where if you are serious, you can piece it together. That's what I like.
Enough to be dangerous.
Yeah. There you go. That's the best way of saying it. So changing subject a little bit. Will went down. Main reason why I went down the beach last couple days ago, I guess, to finally check out my boat one last time because I got a little electrical issue, or not electrical, but an electronics issue. And I don't know if it's wiring or what, but we found out that I need a whole new damn transducer. So I got to change that bitch at some point, and she should be good to go. Other than that, everything else is ready to roll. So that's my excuse for the last couple of days. I was fishing transducerless.
Jeez.
So is your transducer not pinging?
It's dead completely.
Wow.
Is it? So it's not ping. It's not pinging.
It's not even on no more.
Well, dude, we went out to the break one time like 3 years ago in May, and on the way out, it just kept reading 90 foot. We're like, dude, like what the hell's going on? Got all the way out to like the steeples, and it was just 90 foot. Fished all day with no transducer. I think we still caught like 15 dolphin and a couple wahoos, but we kept telling everybody, man, transducer don't work. They're like, oh, come over here, man. We're catching them over here. And somebody else, man, your transducer don't work. No, come over here. Dude, we picked at fish all day with no transducer.
I think is it a Garmin? Are you guys talking about Garmin?
Yeah.
Bingo. Pete, are you talking about a Garmin?
Yes.
Bingo, man. That's
Garmin doesn't make
that
it-
is the problem I've had with Garmin. The last Garmin I bought was a Garmin S541S. I paid $600 for it back in 2008. Okay, that was a state of the art. That was top of the line back then, and that motherfucker didn't last me a month. And I was so mad. I had a 541S. I paid $600 something for it. My wife saw the receipt. She was pissed. She caught me and she was like, "What do you do?" And I would go fishing. I would get skunked. And then she would be pissed. She's like, "You paid $600 and you got a fish finder. You can't even find fish. What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, the transducer quit working.
That's what happens when you buy that shit from Big Lots.
So I contacted Garmin.
Kmart,
They sent me like a $100 coupon for an upgraded whatever the newer Garmin was.
You bought that shit.
Like, man,
no
fuck
That was
Garmin,
your
man.
problem, man. They got your ass.
I am done with. I'm so
Hey,
done
at
with
least when
Garmin.
you call Garmin tech support, it's not some like Indian.
Low rants all the way for me, baby. Low rants all the way.
That's
Low rants.
Garmin. So
I made a mistake of going from low rants to Garmin, and then I got fucked. So I'm back to low rants. I'll tell you what, low rants might not be where Garmin is technologically, like not quite as advanced as Garmin right now. But I would rather stay with low rants because they're just a more dependable company.
So before he went on this little tirade here talking about dang fuck Garmin, this and that. So first of all, my transducer was from 2017, so it's lived a damn good life. All right.
Oh my god, it's not that long for
it's a through hole transducer. So my boat has two. All right, I have a outside transducer and a through hole. It's a through hole that has gone bad. Now, I said transducer list. Fabricate a little bit. I embellish some. I still have a transducer, but not the type that I like. For fishing out there. But to be honest with you, I don't need a transducer fishing near shore for what we're doing, regardless. So I gotta get that bad boy replaced. One's still good, one is not, but still all good.
So this crappie tournament that you're talking about, Pete.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about Will? Are you gonna get? Do you live locally around there? Are you gonna get in that?
Dude, I used to go to baiting. Striper bite was on. If I got off work early enough, I was going to baiting.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I want to kick your ass, and I want to kick Pete's ass in a crappie tournament.
I'll beat your ass all day long.
Are you gonna get in this crappie tournament Pete's talking about?
But I ain't fucking with that shit. I went up there one time and tried it, and I was like, Pete told me where to go, went there, drove over the fish, and never found them again.
Well, the first mistake you made was going where Pete told you to
They
go.
were there. They were there. I drove right over.
There's certain people I'll be straight up with, and there's certain people I won't be straight up with. I think I done proved Will enough that I'll tell him exactly what, where, and all that shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pete. You ain't got to worry about me asking you where the fucking fish are.
You ain't got to worry about me telling you where the fucking fish are.
One thing you ain't ever got to worry about is me contacting you, asking you where some damn fish are. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'll tell you right now, JR, the way I operate, if someone gives me information, I'm going to give them straight up information as well. So that's how I work with some folks,
Yeah, of course.
That's how it should be, right?
But you ain't going to set aside your pride to ask me where some fish are. If you getting in a tournament, if you got
no goddamn catfish or black tips,
motherfucker, I know where the stripers are.
You don't know shit, son.
You don't know what I know. All right, Daryl Barney. Nipples. I'll tell you what, Daryl Barney. Let's me, you, and Will. Why don't we have a little 3-man tournament for $20 right now? Let's start it. Yadkin versus Catawba, and we weigh in. What's today's date? What's today's date? The 23rd. Today's the 23rd. Let's say June 1st. Let's say June. What's Memorial Day? What's Memorial Day?
It is the 26th. 27th.
Memorial Day is the 27th.
Yes.
Yeah, 27th.
What day is that on?
Monday.
That's on a Monday.
Yeah.
All right, let's say Monday.
What about the July
Memorial.
1st? July 1st is on Monday.
July 1st. Let's do July 1st. What species? Let's have a little tournament, a little 3-way tournament. Me,
I'm
you,
game of crappie.
and Will.
How about this? How
Are
about
we
us have
gonna
a
do? You
two-boat
want to do
tournament?
crop?
and
You want to
do us
do
one boat
crappie, or you
together?
want to do hybrids or stripers?
Do crappie.
Let's do fucking striper.
Let's do both.
Let's do
Let's do
fucking
both.
Well, if
striper.
we go to freaking Baden, that's a tough lake coming from Norman.
I tell you what, y'all motherfuckers, y'all ain't got a boat. Y'all ain't got no boat that'll go shallow right now.
Oh Lord, I ain't scared to hit a rock, but I got insurance.
What are you,
Right?
what kind of boats are you guys in?
I'll go up there on a fucking jet ski.
Oh fuck!
I'll fucking spend it, but
You motherfucker, you probably got a fucking jet ski, you bougie motherfucker.
I'll find something.
What you in?
I'll come
Pete?
steal your damn
Bulls Bay?
kayak.
I got my Bulls bat, yeah. It's got a 15-inch draft. I ain't scared.
It's probably got less than that. 15's a
Let
lot.
let me ask y'all something. The hybrid fishing on Norman, does it get good?
Sometimes.
Has it been good?
Some years it's excellent. It varies from year to year, dude. It's so fucking. That's what keeps bringing us back. We think we get it figured out. It's something. It's different. It's every year. It's different.
Well, next time we go to Norman, you should have text me. I'll tell you where to go where everyone else does not go. I'll tell you, yeah, straight up.
Oh my God!
It might
Stop
be too late right now, to be honest with you. But everyone goes. Everyone says go to river. Go.
Everybody's got their own. Man, just go out there and do your own thing.
But there are other places that does not involve going in the damn river where you catch.
Everyone's experience is anecdotal experiences. Go out there, do your own fucking thing. Find the fish. You'll have your own story. You'll be able to tell.
Well, everybody was talking about the humps out there at the islands, but there was nothing to be.
The humps at the island. So you're okay. So you're talking about like between markers 18 and 23.
21, 23 area right in there.
Right. Yeah, I mean
Carabin Creek.
It's community. It's community hole.
Right. It is community.
Right.
Who knows? Just go out there at night, and
I feel like that's like cheating.
It's not.
J.R. talks all this shit, and he wants to be a damn cheater fishing that night.
It teaches you what the fish are doing.
I mean, kind of, but they're like, it's totally different.
It teaches you to have high expectations to catch fish.
Yeah, and then you come back in the daytime, you're like,
y'all motherfuckers. I tell you what, y'all motherfuckers won't talk shit about night fishing, but they nary a damn one of you's done it and had success at it.
I used to do it all the damn time until I realized.
Where's all the pictures and videos? You ain't done it enough to have pictures and videos.
That was before a fucking smartphone, okay? I'm talking about flip phone era, bitch.
A few, 2007?
2001? 2002?
You're not that old. Pete, you're not that old. Pete, you're younger than me.
Hey, I'm telling you straight up, man. This is before dang freaking smartphone era. This is before everyone was cool.
Well, go do it now. Go do it now.
Because I know how to catch them during the day, and I have better things to do at night.
No, you don't. There's a reason why you're not fishing Lake Norman right now.
Because I don't care to.
Because you ain't gonna catch shit.
I don't care to.
Listen,
that lake was fucking.
Listen, you got skunked in the hybrid striped bass challenge.
Oh yeah,
as did I.
I'll be straight up.
I don't think Will did too good either.
He took some damn money.
Did he? Did you finish with the money, Will?
Yeah, I won some money.
You did, didn't you?
$60 or something like that.
You did finish with money.
Now, before JR talks some more shit, let's talk about his hybrid tournament. Will, didn't we talk every day? The damn tournament every day. Will, how far apart do we fish during the tournament? Like literally within dang talking, shouting distance.
Yeah.
The whole entire time. Who caught fish? Who didn't catch fish? I'll raise my hand. I didn't catch a goddamn fish, but Will dang struck gold with like 20-minute dang session. Bang, bang, bang. It's all fucking
literally 2 bites. 2 bites, 2 fish.
It's all took, yeah.
That was it. Never
yeah.
saw nothing
So,
after.
so long story told short, Dan, JR's got to have a better fucking network because we ain't telling him shit.
No. You guys were fishing where every fucking body else was fishing. You
Sure.
guys weren't
Nope.
doing anything anybody else wasn't doing.
No. I mean, you know, Will and I, like I said, we worked the lake pretty hard together, along with some other person out there, and we compared notes. And you know, and I'd check an area and tell him, "Hey, listen, there's fish there, but it's not the winning fish. I would not go there." And I was straight up with him the whole entire time. You know, so yeah,
It didn't help you any.
it didn't help me at all, but I didn't care.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We were in the right area.
It didn't.
Hey, first,
did.
second, third,
Listen,
and like
guys,
fifth.
when it comes to locally, now I don't want to give a shit. I don't give a shit about your Wahoo and your grouper and your offshore extravaganzas, you know, with all your ivory tower money and everything.
Shit.
I'm talking about like here at home. Here at home, you guys ain't caught nothing but a goddamn bluegill. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't nobody.
Damn.
I caught more hybrids last fall.
Nobody gives a shit about your 2-pound hybrids. What is the biggest fish you've caught here at home? See, that's what matters to us.
I don't even eat them.
To us people here at home is nobody cares about table fare because you guys know that you're not doing it for table fare.
Right.
Because Mike, you got $100,000 boats. You're spending $1,000 a trip. Don't pretend that it's about table fare. It's not about table fare. This isn't the apocalypse. Nobody gives a shit about fucking meat. We're not meat fishermen. We're sport fishermen. Okay. Now set aside the guide mentality. Now, what the fuck have you guys caught? Really? No, you guys haven't caught shit locally. Go out and catch something with some weight locally. What have you guys caught locally?
I don't want to hear
weight?
Catfish. Don't bring up.
Well, hey,
how about cut the line if I catch
catfish is better than fucking nothing. Catfish is better than nothing. Literally nothing.
If I went to the lake and I caught one catfish, I didn't go fishing that day.
Listen, I agree 100%. I hate catfish just as much as anyone else.
If I go,
I am a trophy cat fisherman. Now, what I'm saying is, what have you guys caught locally that's worth a damn?
If I go to a lake and I catch like 5 catfish and nothing else, I say I got a fucking skunk that day.
Yeah, I got skunk.
Hang my tail low and go home.
I say the same thing. I say the same exact thing. You guys, there's no way you guys can walk the dog better than me. I'm gonna walk the dog better than both of you put together.
Bitch, you don't know.
There's no way you guys can work a wake bait better than me. There's no way you guys are gonna throw a 3/8 ounce spinner bait better than me. There's no way you guys are gonna walk the dog with a spook.
Now I will do
you're not gonna outwork a flig tail. You're not gonna outwork a Bobby Garland, a 64th ounce, keeping it horizontal, keeping it tight on the Palomar. What are you guys doing? Like, I want to know some real fishing, not some fucking hard dick fake shit. What are you guys doing for real? Let me hear what you're doing.
So first of all, we don't fuck with no dang bullshit, dang trash fish that any dang trailer trash can catch on the lake. Okay. So number one, number two, remember that one day that Will had you jump on the boat? How many damn 2.5 pound crappie we catch that day? That's pretty stout.
Throwing them back.
That's right. Throwing them back so we had enough. That damn boat's about to sink. She was so loaded. All right. Damn big ass crappie. So what we caught? We caught plenty of crappie all day long, baby.
Where was that at? Where was that at?
What do we do?
Where was that at?
Damn 8-10 pound striper out.
Where was that at?
Oh yeah,
Baden.
the striper bite was on fire.
Oh, Baden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think you should do, Will?
What's that?
I think you should go to the fucking James River in July.
God.
I think me, you, and Pete need to go to the James River in July and catch some trophy catfish.
I will sincerely pass on that.
What the fuck, bro?
I have better things to do in July than catch catfish.
Fuck y'all. Man,
I'd rather get drunk at a sandbar somewhere and go catch cats.
I'd rather be sipping on some freaking White Claws than damn do that shit.
oh my god, dude, guys, I'm talking about 70 fucking pound blues.
Where's your pictures at? I ain't seen none.
You
Where's your
guys are
pictures
gonna
at?
you just gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, where's your pictures at?
You're just
all
gonna
the-
have to trust me.
All this talk. I ain't
All
seen no
right,
damn pictures.
all right, hey, y'all, you guys. I don't want you guys on my nuts after I catch these 70s this year. I don't want you guys on my nuts.
this.
Okay.
All this, yeah.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I hear you, dude.
Got
That's
'em.
a big fish
Got
on the
'em.
lake, but it just doesn't.
It
That's
is.
like somebody at the beach telling me they caught a fish.
Will, fuck,
Bear.
come on, guy,
Yes.
help me out, bro. Go with me just one time, just one fucking time.
We don't stoop to that level.
I will take my boat. All you have to do is meet me there, Hopewell, Virginia. It'll be a
Oh, we
cheap.
gotta drive to Virginia.
It will
Oh,
be a cheap. It'll be a cheap ass trip. You will
I
fucking
compare-
love it. Oh my god!
Compare
you will fucking
catfish
love
with
it.
like freaking carp and
yeah.
shark and barracuda, and it's just a scum of the dang water. That's all it is.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Neither one of y'all have caught a trophy catfish. So
I've
Yeah.
never
I've got some
tried.
30s and 40s.
shut the fuck up. You know.
I've seen some big catfish. I've admired
Them
them.
as big as a Volkswagen.
Who hasn't seen? Yeah, you know why you've seen them? Because it's the most popular, fastest growing fucking niche in the fishing industry right now.
How
You know-
big do y'all think the biggest catfish is in Norman?
And Norman, I would think the biggest catfish is
70.
probably
Say
one.
7.
I would say 150
I
plus.
say there's some shit in that lake ain't nobody seen before.
150 plus.
JR, you know what? You done motivated me to damn show your ass what's up. So I'm seeing
Okay.
I'm seeing this shit on Facebook about his damn big cat tournament coming to Lake Tillery in 2025.
Yeah, 2025.
I'm fucking
Fuck, that's
going there.
fucking next year, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get in the fucking next southeastern
fucking do it.
tournament.
Fucking do it.
The southeastern is the biggest tournament trail in
I will,
catfishing.
I
in
will
the
use
southeast.
a bucket of crickets. and
Why
do
don't
shit.
you come and get in the next one? I don't even know when the next one is, but get
I'll
in the
bring
next
my
one.
chicken
I'll
livers
get
and I'll
in it.
show y'all what's up.
Will White,
Chicken livers,
Pete
can of
Malik,
corn.
you guys are going to get in the
crickets.
next Southeast Catfish Tournament. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm going to kick your ass, Pete. I'm going to kick your ass, Will.
How
Don't be
many-
mad if
Epic.
I'm not there.
How many times have I heard a story of, yo, we fished this big tournament and well, we went on the river and are playing backfire and we got skunked.
You didn't show up. Yeah. Any tournament I've talked shit about, you didn't show the fuck up.
Right, I didn't. I know better.
Yeah, because you know you'll get your
I
ass whipped.
can't wait for that hybrid tournament this fall.
Right?
Man, I'm off smoke y'all, bro. I might even get it. I might even actually just use my kayak and smoke. I am so tired of you guys making such a big deal about this fucking easy ass fucking fish. I'm gonna get in the kayak and just
talking about
absolutely destroy
catfish.
them.
That is some easy ass fishing. Like
Trophy,
go to Ramsey Creek
Trophy.
and catch a big catfish. I mean,
trophy.
Damn, these damn catfish are so fucking stupid. People damn noodle for their asses. That's how dang easy.
How
it is.
would you know? You've never caught one over
Hey,
35.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Easy as hell.
Why don't
Dumb
you
as
guys?
hell.
I tell you what, Will.
Dumb as
Pete?
hell.
You guys go catch a catfish over 35 pounds, and I will take your word for anything.
I've got some dang 30 pictures
That
of
is a
I'll say upper
terrible
30s, maybe
trade-off.
low 40s that I've caught on Alabama. rigs, 12 foot stripers.
Neither one of y'all have caught a fish over 35, a catfish over 35 pounds.
Oh, I have.
I mean, it's easy for
I'm
you to
a
say
safe.
that, but you didn't weigh
I've
the
got some upper
motherfucker.
30s and 40s, and I threw their ass in the damn bank.
What you mean is upper 10s and maybe 17 at the
Oh.
most.
Whatever.
Yeah, you guys haven't caught any real fish.
Whatever.
Listen,
Oh my, real.
the fact of the matter is, the biggest fish we have around here, freshwater, is the North American blue catfish, and neither one of y'all are good at targeting the trophy size of that fish.
It doesn't take anything to be good at targeting them. It's so damn easy.
It's way more in depth than going out and catching some bullshit ass kings and wahoo out on the South Carolina North Carolina coast.
I haven't seen you do it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen you.
I've done it a million
Motherfucker don't even know the
times.
damn difference
Look
in
at my
damn Spanish and
Facebook. I have a
Spanish.
million photos of me holding up Wahoo and Kings from the
No, you
North and
don't.
South Carolina
No,
coast.
you don't.
Yeah,
Yes, I
what's, your,
do.
what's your biggest wahoo then?
Yeah, now hold on. Let's change this damn script here real quick. Motherfucker ain't ever caught a dang big ass king. Don't be there talking about a dang fish, big
Man,
ass.
I've caught 30-pound king, 35-pound
You ain't
kings.
caught shit.
Look at my Facebook. I promise you, I've caught
Ain't no
30-plus
damn
pound
30
kings.
pound king. It's a dang spring scale 30-pound king. We're talking about.
The spring scale are the most accurate scales.
Shit.
Those are that's what you call the
Not the damn little Walmart,
D-liars.
Oh, sorry. After inflation, the $4.99 spring scale.
Oh Lord.
Damn. Oh, good times. All right, guys. Well, it's at 10 o'clock. I gotta get up early. I'm gonna cut it out. It was fun. Oh,
10
we got
o'clock.
comments there.
Damn
We
it,
got
is-
comments after all this. Let's see what we got here.
Damn y'all.
Comments.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's saying West. There we go.
Blue turd roller.
There you go. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
not true. He's
What's
lying.
up, Wes?
Anyways, all right, guys. Well,
All right, I'm gonna
it
go
was
to
fun
bed.
while it lasted.
Go to damn more.
All right. I'll see you. I'll see you chickens on the next episode.
I'll see you at the catfish tournament.
That's
Good
right.
night.
Taking your damn money.
See you. Good
See
night.
ya.